Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been watching me, thank you very much. If you haven't been watching me, you'll want to go all the way from the beginning. You can skip through some of the stuff, but I would highly encourage you to look at everything and follow along, because it's going to give you your best shot at landing a client by getting through to the gatekeeper, getting around the gatekeeper, and or getting the gatekeeper on your side by using my script, and you'll be able to talk to the decision maker, or the person, as I like to term them, the marketing manager. So for today, my first video I want to upload for today is going to show you three things, and really these three things are about the offer. Okay, where a lot of people are coming up short is the offer. So I've been reading a lot. I've been looking a lot on all these things. People are asking Ty Lopez, certain questions. They're asking, Billie Jean certain questions. They're asking all on the forums and on the private Facebook groups. And it's pretty crazy that all of these individuals will go to a business and they'll say, "Hey, what have you been doing?" And the business tells them, "I used to do this. I had a guy, didn't work out. I was paying $5,000 a month for him, and nothing. I didn't get any results from it." And then they immediately find that this person is spending $5,000. They say, "Okay, this person's willing to spend $5,000. I know I can help them out, but I'm going to charge them $4,000." I'll say, "Hey, I'll save you some money and charge you $4,000." Well, then they come back and they say, "Hey, any thoughts on my person, my business owner turned me down and, said he's just not interested right now." Saying not interested right now means that there's no value built. Anytime someone gives an objection, it's because they either don't understand or they haven't had enough value built in whatever you're offering them. So you get around that by one of two things: either building the value on the front end, and that's something that like Billie Jean and Ty Lopez do, because they have the buy-in from thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who have purchased their programs. Now this goes across for anything you're selling. If you sell 100,000 cars, somebody's going to say, "This dude knows what he's doing. I believe in what he's doing. I'm going to buy a car from him. He's the guy to go to." So until you get to that level, which is called social status level, and if you're doing the Ty Lopez training, you'll see that people mainly do two things. They make decisions off of two major things. It's fear/emotion and social status. So Tony Robbins, people like that have social status. They're not worried about is this gonna work? Is this gonna no? Because millions of people bought into this, and millions of people have testimonies that this stuff actually works. So for you, we're looking at you and saying, "Okay, you just said I can do what this other person said they're gonna do, but I'm only gonna charge you a little bit less. I'm still gonna charge you a lot." So this is I'm gonna give you three things that the offer should have in it. Okay, one, the offer should be very, very low. Okay, very low. I'm not saying free. I don't think you should go in, even if you don't have any clients. I don't think you should go in for free. I think that you should come in and maybe say, "Hey, for $300 or $400 or $500, we're gonna do I'll do the Facebook, or not Facebook, but social media marketing. I'll get all that up and running, and whatever your spiel is after that, then you go into what you're gonna do." So you can do that before or after, but when it comes down to the actual offer itself, the first thing you want to do is you want to come in super low. Not everybody, not every single person, but this is when you're starting out and you don't have a lot of clients and you're just trying to get people on board, because the point of it is to gradually increase that the offer, or your agreement. So gradually increase the agreement with them. So you'll start off month one, okay, see what we got. It's not $4,000 out of the person's pocket and they don't know what you have. It's $500 or $300 or $250, whatever you're comfortable with. If you have money set aside and savings and all that, go ahead. Say free the first month. Say, you know what, free the first month. But the problem with doing something for free is that people don't have skin in the game. So if you want them to stick around, but you're giving them something for free and you don't have some sort of agreement with them that says they have to stick around past the 1 month mark, maybe say do a 3-month agreement with them up front where they pay $300 a month. Don't just do it for free and no agreement, because if I'm a business owner, I'm going to say to myself, I could give two craps about this person. They're coming in, they're going to help me build everything and do everything for free the first month. And guess what? Maybe I'll just have my nephew do it. Even though their nephew is not going to do as good of a job unless he's been through all the training. And still in that case, he might not do the best job. So one is the offer. So start low and gradually increase it. And the third part of that is to make sure that you tell them up front that you're going to increase it. As their business increases because of your efforts, you're going to demand a higher rate. But you're also going to say, I normally charge between $2,000 and $10,000 per month. But that's when I have everything primed. I have all my systems going. I have all the social media. Everything's clicking and it's making sense and everything's working out. Some businesses it won't work. Just the sake of the nature of the business, it's just not gonna work. But I say up front, hey, I'm doing this for both of us. One, it gives you a way out. There's no long-term commitment to anything. And secondly, if I want to keep your business, I'm going to try my hardest to bring in as many customers as I can to your business, okay? And with not a lot of output from you. You sit back, you do what you do, and make your great food or make people's teeth look good or whatever it is, the business that you're at, and you're going to again be upfront with them and tell them that you're going to start out low. You're going to have, if they want it for free, say they have two options. One, you can pay $500 up front and we'll do month to month, or you can do $0 the first month and there has to be a 3-month agreement that the second month they will pay you and the third month they'll pay you. And you could do like $0, $250, $500, something like that. But the way this works is you can only do this if you have a solid stream of clients. You can't just do this with like 2 clients a month. You have to have a solid stream of clients, and this goes back again to my cold calling script, so that you can start cold calling people day in and day out. I mean, literally, you're not even going to need to call 15 businesses. All you have to do is follow my script and call 3 businesses a day. 3. It's so easy. So first part, use the script, okay, to get to the business owner. Okay, you're gonna make the offer when they say, how much is this gonna cost me? You have a couple different ways you can play it. You can play it no cost up front and a 3-month agreement at least, because that's kind of around the time it takes to start getting the ball rolling and getting the message out and getting people's buy-in. Because people go through phases when they're just buying into something they don't know. So whether that's a restaurant or any type of other business, they usually go through phases. One, they see the phase, they don't know who you are, so they just disregard it. Second, they look at you and they say, who's this fool? And then the third, they usually don't like it and they reject it. And then the fourth phase is usually they come around because they've been seeing it so much, and they actually are like, oh, you know what? I've been seeing this. Let me like it, or let me try it out. And those are real phases. So be cognizant of those phases. So the number two is going, again, I went over this. This is the contract. This is where people mess up too. Don't say contract. There are negative connotations to a lot of words in this world. So, like words like in other industries, credit card or investment or just anything that has a negative connotation to it. Contract. Don't use the word contract. Use the word agreement. Say this is an agreement. We're going into a, don't say partnership, but because then they'll think, oh, you're not part of my business. But say we go into an agreement, and this is what the agreement would look like. Blah blah blah, and spell out the lines of the agreement. And they have easy do-it-yourself agreements online that you can fill out. So don't say contract at all. The other one is so no long-term agreements. The short-term agreement, the reason for it is it holds everyone accountable, and more so especially you, and that's what you want to get to build value and build the buy-in, so that the business owner says, hey, this person is putting their own neck on the line. They're risking themselves. I have nothing to lose. I'm losing a few $100, but hopefully I can get a lot of customers out of this. And worst come to worst, I'm not out of my pocket thousands of dollars, and this person's gonna hopefully bring me a lot more money than that, and so it's worth a shot. And so obviously you got to build that on the front end. Again, you build value by mentioning, hey, I normally charge businesses $2,000 to $10,000 depending on what business it is. I've looked at your business. I've worked with businesses just like yours. And this is how I'm going to start out with you. I'm not going to start out high. I'm going to start out a little bit lower. Okay. So please, please, please do not make the mistake of coming in really, really high in the beginning, especially to someone that tells you they've done it before and they've got burned or it didn't work or whatever the case was, and they were out 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is. Come in ultra low so that you can at least get their buy-in and they'll say, yes, I agree. Because your only objective is to get a client. Once you get them, and if you follow through and you're good enough and you do what you're supposed to do, they're going to keep you, and they'll happily pay you thousands of dollars a month to do what you're doing if you're successful at it. So every business is different. They're gonna have a whole different influx of customers. So, dentist isn't going to be like a whole influx of customers, but if it's a bar or if it's a nightclub or a restaurant or something like that, they'll obviously, people eat, people go out to have a good time, people drink. So, naturally more people are going to go in volume. So, just keep that in mind with how you're going to set up how much you charge. The third, and one of the most crucial, it's a telltale sign in any sales business, okay? If you're in a sales position, you can never be more excited than the client. You can be enthusiastic about what you're doing, but never be more excited than the client is. You always want to build up the excitement in their eyes, and meaning you want to say stuff like, hey, listen, I was able to do X, Y, and Z for this client. They were on the same plan as you, the same agreement, and I was able to bring them in, 120 new leads, which actually brought them about $4,000 to $5,000. Okay, is that something that I'm charging you? I would charge you $500 a month. Are you okay with that? Would you be okay with that if I did that for you? And they're gonna say, well, absolutely, yeah. And so you start getting them. You start to throw out the dangle these carrots in front of their eyes, but it's real possible carrots. It's not something they're never going to achieve. But you want to get them excited in a way that their psychological mind frame is just going to say yes, yes, yes. So also think about questions that you do ask them. You get them to say yes. You don't want them, when somebody starts saying no, subconsciously they are going to be primed to say no. So if you can get them saying, hey, are you okay with making, an extra $2,000 to $5,000, just based upon my initial analysis of your business, how much you're bringing in now and how much I can boost it up. Are you okay with me bringing in an extra $2,000 to $3,000 per month, or whatever number you come up with? You want to get them saying yes. As long as they're saying yes, I can guarantee you 95 to 99% of the time, when you say, hey, I'm going to do this for you, but guess what? I'm only going to do it for $500 a month, and I'm not going to give you a contract, and I'm going to bring you in $2,000 to $5,000 extra a month. Are you okay with that? Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's try it. And they're going to be excited. Why wouldn't they do that? Okay, so those are the three things to get a business to agree to your services, and I hope this helps. So if I just want to recap, this is a video for the offer that you're going to give, for the agreement that you're going to make with the business owner. 1, the offer should be low. 2, don't use the words contract. Don't use a contract. Say the word agreement, because that's ultimately the way you're going to be used. And 3, get the client excited, but don't let it be seen that you are more excited than he or she is, because it will never work. If they see you excited, have you ever seen somebody excited more than you were about something they're trying to give to you, and you're like, what's up with this person? And you get a little, you're like, I don't know. You're like, maybe I'll wait. I don't know what this girl is so, excited about. So I hope this video helps. If it does, let me know. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I've got the subscribe button in one of these corners, and usually I'll put the next video up there too. So like and subscribe and comment, and if you want to see any particular video, let me know and I'll be happy to put it up for you. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys.